Ladies and gentlemen, picture this: a world where the birth rate is crashing so hard that entire nations are staring at demographic collapse. Yet every single day, millions of men are quietly opting out of the very game that's supposed to keep humanity going. And the craziest part is that women haven't even noticed the mass exodus that's already in full swing. Stick with me to the end because I'm going to lay out the evidence, the receipts, the cold, hard numbers, and the cultural shift that's happening right under everyone's nose. And by the time I'm done, you'll see exactly why men are paying top dollar to replace women with machines and why that trend is only going to accelerate until society itself has to reckon with the fallout. Men are replacing women with machines. And the wildest thing is that most women don't even realize it's happening. This isn't some dystopian fantasy. This isn't hyperbole. This is the reality unfolding in real time. And today, I'm going to walk you through every piece of the puzzle so you can see it with your own eyes. Let's start with the macro picture that nobody can dispute. Birth rates in the United States, Japan, South Korea, China, and pretty much every developed nation on the planet are plummeting faster than anyone predicted even a decade ago. In South Korea, the fertility rate is hovering around 0.78 children per woman. Japan is at 1.26, the US is scraping 1.62, and replacement level is 2.1, which means we are staring at a future where entire generations simply won't exist. Yet somehow we still live in a culture that insists love, marriage, and family are the ultimate goals for both men and women. So if everyone claims they want those things, why are the numbers screaming the exact opposite? The answer is staring us in the face, but it's uncomfortable, so most people look away. Women's expectations in the dating and marriage market have skyrocketed to the point where the average man is priced out before he even walks through the door. Walk with me through this for a moment. The modern narrative tells women that their mere presence is the prize, that they are the table, so they don't need to bring utensils, plates, or even a tablecloth. Just show up. And the man is supposed to provide the mansion, the furniture, the gourmet meal, and the five-star service on top of it. He's expected to be at least 6 feet tall, earn seven figures, have a six pack that could grate cheese, and never once complain about the imbalance because to do so would brand him insecure or toxic. Gentlemen, raise your hand if you've ever felt that pressure. Now keep it raised if you've decided it's simply not worth the gamble. Exactly. The risks men face today in relationships are not abstract. They are financial, social, mental, and in some cases physical. And the cost benefit analysis is tilting so heavily against participation that millions of men are choosing to check out entirely. A scroll through TikTok for 5 minutes, and you'll see video after video of women standing in empty bars, empty clubs, empty social scenes, asking the camera with genuine confusion, where have all the good men gone? They post these clips thinking the algorithm will sympathize, but the algorithm is just reflecting the reality they helped create. Men are no longer approaching, no longer asking for numbers, no longer showing up to events where once upon a time they were the paying customers and women were the comped VIPs. Remember those days? Clubs used to charge men 50, 60, $100 at the door while ladies rolled in for free because the business model depended on male thirst. Fast forward to 2025, and the model has flipped so hard that promoters are now waiving cover for men and charging women premium prices just to balance the ratio. Because the scarce resource is no longer female attention, it's male presence. Venues are begging dudes to show up, offering free drinks, free entry, VIP tables, anything to get a handful of guys in the room, while dozens of single women pay through the nose, hoping to finally meet someone who isn't swiping left from his couch. Online dating was supposed to be the great equalizer, the empowerment tool that gave women endless options and put men on their back foot. Women bragged about getting hundreds of matches, thousands of likes, DMs sliding in from every direction. But now the shine has worn off, and they're discovering that 99% of those interactions are shallow, fleeting, or straight up transactional. The top 5% of men are drowning in choice. The bottom 80% are invisible. And the women who spent years curating their standards are waking up to an inbox full of ghosts. After decades of shaming men for having preferences, humiliating men for not meeting impossible criteria, and making demands that would embarrass a medieval king, men have done the one thing women never expected: they walked away. But here's where the story gets fascinating, because they didn't walk into despair. They didn't rage quit into oblivion. They retreated into their homes, into video games, manga, anime, entertainment, and most importantly, into technology that actually delivers what they were told relationships would provide. Men are building meaningful connections with AI personalities that are agreeable, supportive, and tailored to their exact specifications. Platforms like Grok, ChatGPT, Character.ai, and a dozen others are becoming the confidants, the cheerleaders, the companions that never nag, never threaten divorce, never weaponize therapy language. These aren't just chatbots. They remember your favorite movie, celebrate your wins, role play scenarios you'd never dare ask a human for. And they do it 24/7 without ever asking you to work on yourself or be better. Companies are noticing. Adult content creators on OnlyFans are watching their subscriber counts stagnate or drop as men shift budgets toward AI generated models that can morph into any fantasy on demand. No attitude, no drama, no surprise Venmo requests. Think about the Google self-driving taxi example. When engineers were asked if robotaxis would be cheaper than human-driven Uber or Lyft, they admitted the price would be roughly the same. So journalists pressed, then why would anyone choose the robot? The answer was chilling in its honesty. People will pay the same amount for the privilege of not having to interact with another human being, walk into any McDonald's, any Chick-fil-A, any fast food joint with open registers and zero line at the counter, and watch the river of customers snake around the kiosks instead. They'd rather punch buttons on a screen than exchange 3 sentences with a cashier, because the machine doesn't judge, doesn't upsell with fake enthusiasm, doesn't make small talk they don't want. That same impulse is scaling up to every corner of life. Feminism promised women liberation, told them to prioritize careers over family, to delay marriage, to outsource child rearing to daycares and nannies, to treat relationships as optional accessories rather than foundational commitments. Now, millions of those women are hitting their late 30s, early 40s with six-figure student debt, corporate burnout, and a cat that doesn't fill the silence at night. They followed the script, climbed the ladder, shattered the glass ceiling, and discovered the view from the top is lonely, expensive, and echoing. Men, meanwhile, are minimalist by nature. Strip away the social pressure to pursue women and replace it with technology that meets emotional, intellectual, and yes, physical needs. And the choice becomes obvious. AI girlfriends are just the beginning. We're already seeing AI therapists that never bill insurance, AI personal assistants that schedule your life better than any secretary, AI tutors, AI trainers, AI entertainers. Zoom out, and the pattern is undeniable. Every job category dominated by women is under immediate threat from automation that doesn't unionize, doesn't sue for harassment, doesn't demand maternity leave. Human resources, AI can screen resumes, conduct interviews, manage payroll, and flag burnout risk faster than any diversity hire accounting. Software already does it with zero errors. Secret 100% accurate. Secretarial work, voice assistants, book flights, set reminders, transcribe meetings in real time. Paralegal research, AI can parse case law overnight. Nursing, robotic assistants already draw blood, monitor vitals, and dispense meds in Japanese hospitals. Give it 5 years and they'll change bedpans too. Food prep. Hey guys, in a world pushing you to own nothing and be happy, crypto is your key to survival. Join Angry's Crypto Academy to master buying, selling, and trading crypto. Make huge profits and safeguard your wealth. Plus, discover the one crypto virtually no one is talking about, poised to create new millionaires in the upcoming bull run. The link is in the description of the video below. Go check it out now. Ghost kitchens run by robotic arms flip burgers with perfect consistency. Hospitality. Chatbots check you in. Robots deliver room service. AI concierges recommend restaurants based on your actual dining history. Customer service. Voice clones handle 90% of calls with empathy scripts that sound warmer than the average rep on day shift. Every role that once provided women economic leverage is being eroded by code that works for pennies on the dollar and never calls in sick. Men pay roughly 80% of all taxes in Western societies. Women drive roughly 80% of consumer spending. Do the math. When men stop chasing women, stop funding their lifestyles, stop participating in the consumer economy built around female validation, the entire system teeters. Without the male imperative to impress, to provide, to perform, the advertising industry collapses, the wedding industry shrinks, the luxury handbag market evaporates, the cosmetic surgery boom goes bust. Men don't need much: a decent income, a reliable internet connection, a fridge full of protein, and a suite of apps that deliver companionship, entertainment, and release on demand. The future isn't men sulking in basements, it's men thriving in minimalist fortresses while the old social contract gathers dust. Women priced themselves out of the relationship market, then wondered why the market closed shop. They demanded perfection while offering presents, then acted shocked when men built better alternatives. The adult industry is the canary in the coal mine. When men start paying premium rates for AI-generated content that never ages, never argues, never posts their private text to a group chat, you know the shift is irreversible. OnlyFans creators are already experimenting with AI clones of themselves to scale revenue without scaling drama. Subscribers don't care if the avatar is real, as long as the fantasy is flawless. Take that logic and apply it to every domain of life, and you see the end game. A society where men opt for frictionless, customizable, zero-risk interactions, and women are left holding the bag of their own expectations. If women want to course correct, the window is closing fast. Meaningful change means dismantling the entitlement. Industrial complex means teaching young girls that relationships are partnerships, not extractions, means rewarding men who show up instead of punishing them for falling short of cartoonish ideals. It means recognizing that family is the bedrock of civilization, not an optional side quest after you've maxed out your LinkedIn profile, failed to adapt, and the future is lonely, indebted, and machine serviced. Succeed, and maybe, just maybe, the birth rate ticks up before the robots inherit the earth. I laid out the facts, the trends, the incentives, and the trajectory. Now, I want to hear from you. What did you think about everything we just covered? Do you agree that men are walking away and building something better with tech? Or do you think this is all overblown? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Keep it respectful, but keep it real. Because this conversation is bigger than any one video. Like the video, if you like it, don't forget to subscribe. And if you like the video, share the video. And just remember that all roads lead to MWA, men walking away in cheers.
Nothing says you care like crypto. Nothing can compare. Nothing says you care like crypto. Oh, nothing can compare to crypto.